ever feel like you just cannot get on top of things? I feel like lately, I don't know if it's the past week or two, but we've gotten a lot of our house projects finished, which if you haven't seen, you can watch the last video. It is our updated home tour and it looks lovely. However, in that process, since then, and just with life feeling very scrambled, I feel like I cannot get on top of things. Like if I have work stuff down, then my social life and my sleep schedule and my home is a mess. And if I have like a lot of fun and I don't know, it just, wait, what am I trying to say? I can't even talk in this video, or if I'm having like a lot of fun and I'm getting good rest, then my work is all over the place and I'm not working out and we haven't grocery shopped and stuff. And so I feel like I go through these slumps frequently in my life and it's just really good for me. I love watching channels where you can kind of like get out of a slump or get our life back together. And it's just an encouragement that like we all go through that. And it's really easy to do some little things to just get back on track or sometimes take a whole little reboot. And I feel like right now it is nighttime, the sun is about to set, but I just wanted to do a little bit of picking up in my house, maybe make a list for tomorrow of what I need to get done, or maybe how I can like start to feel more productive. And then I can go into tomorrow like having a good day. But if you are feeling that, especially in this back to school season, like I'm not going back to school, but every time around this year in like August, September timeframe, it does remind me of that time of my life. And it does feel like we're getting back on track. It's going into fall, even though I'm not ready for fall yet. So I'm not buying decorations. I'm like waiting a little bit because it's very hot in Florida. But all of that to say, I'm trying to get my life together and I wanted to bring you guys along. So majority of the video is going to be tomorrow, but that motorcycle is so loud. Majority of the video is going to be tomorrow, but I wanted to start tonight because I'm like, we got to start somewhere. And if I kind of ground myself tonight, then maybe, just maybe, I'll be feeling good enough to go to sunrise, go to the beach, take a little dunk in the ocean, because what better way to get like energized for the day than that? I can make a good coffee and a good breakfast. I can go grocery shopping. I can work out. I can get on top of my work things. What else do I need to do? Clean my house, organize my office. Like there is a lot to get done. And I just thought that it would be fun, A, if any of you guys are going through this, to kind of see my thought process and what I do. And then B, if I bring you guys along, I have to be accountable to get it done. So all of that to say, welcome to this video where we're getting our life together. And somehow I don't even want to start. I feel like I should show you what I'm looking at right now because it's not it. If you've been keeping up with the videos, my office has kind of been like my closet and getting ready space. And let's just say she's looked better. Of course, we love the clothes piles that are overflowing there and there. And the drawers that won't shut, so love that. First quick step before we can get any further is cleaning up my office. So Josh, if you want to cue some little music to maybe motivate us as we get done the thing we've been putting off and avoiding doing, because I feel like that's the first step to getting anything done, is do the thing you're dreading the most. Cue music. I took a little pause of going through things because the sunset looks so gorgeous outside. That is a true summer sunset. How could you not feel motivated and productive when the outside and nature looks like this? Absolutely stunning. It looks so much better. Obviously, like I said, again in the last video, the office is not done, but it does need to stay clean. So we have a trash pile and a giveaway pile out here, but this is feeling fresh and nice. It did take me about an hour to do. Like I did the little montage of cleaning over here, but then I went through the closet. That is something that has been weighing on me all week to just do. And it was like, you know what? You need to just sit down and get it done. So I'm glad that I did that tonight. And then I think I'm gonna put a list together of just like those things that motivate me. Some of them being really simple, like drinking enough water and waking up early, and other of them being like how I write lists and stuff. So I think I'm going to do that right now. Now that I'm done with tidying up my office and just putting everything away, which it's funny how with stuff like that, yes, it's tidying the office, but then I put all the dirty clothes in my room and then clothes to be hung up and then my hair stuff that has to go in my bathroom. So it's like every little room has to be actually taken care of. But I have this notebook. It's from All Things Lillian. Her stuff is the cutest. She does like handwritten things, and she actually has a like paper that has to-do lists, which I absolutely loved, but I can't find them right now. So I'm using this cute little notebook. That is definitely something. I wish it didn't, but it does inspire me to get more things done and be productive when I have a cute planner or a cute notebook. And honestly, I should have known that a slump was coming because I don't think I've handwritten things except for my church notes since the beginning of the year or something. Like I just really fell out of it, and it is so good for me to have pen to paper. So I think what I'm gonna do is write out a to-do list on one side that is things that need to get done as far as work and like chore stuff, and then write one on the other side that is more like drink water, read my book for 20 minutes, kind of those things which I would like to do and that better me as a person, but they're not necessarily like, I have to get this done or I'm procrastinating. So yeah, I'm just gonna write those down and then I'll share with you so that we kind of have a framework for this video and know what needs to get done. I don't put too much pressure on my to-do list of like ordering them in priority of what is most important, because oftentimes when I'm writing it, I think of something and I'm like, oh, I need to do that first. So I just kind of wrote it like this, where I did needs on one side and wants on the other. And I have some different things that I need to film, doing a workout, going to a grocery store. So it's a lot of like chore stuff. And then some other work things like clearing out my Basecamp notifications, which is what my management uses, and getting back to a couple of things on there. Laundry and babysitting tomorrow. So I put babysit, and then make a grocery list. That I didn't want to put with just groceries, because the more specific I can get on a to-do list, the better it is, because I'm like, yeah, I actually have to sit down and make a grocery list. So it's nice to be able to cross that out when I'm done. And then grocery shopping is kind of different. So I have both of those down. And then in my wants is read, watching the sunrise, which we'll see. I've been really tired, so I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Drink lots of water and take an everything shower. So it's like those things don't have to happen for me to have a productive day, but they would be good. So I wrote them down anyway. But I probably will add to this list. But just making it and writing it out is making me feel so much better about going into tomorrow. I'm just gonna keep this kind of around with me so that I can either add things or cross things off as I go. But I think it's time for me to take off this makeup, get ready to go to bed, probably read in bed and get an early rest. And then we're going to start tomorrow running. Start tomorrow taking the ground running. Wait, what is that saying? I'm so annoyed, I can't think of what it is. Start tomorrow taking the ground. No. I have no idea what I'm trying to say. We're gonna be productive tomorrow. Good night. I will see you guys in the morning. Good morning. I woke up early, as in 7 a.m. My alarm went off at 6 to get up and go, hold on. My alarm went off at 6 a.m. to get up and go to the sunrise at the beach, but I looked out the window and a thunder and lightning came through, and I was like, you know what? I want to sleep so bad right now. Like that type of exhaustion that just hits you, and I don't know if that's because I had a plan to wake up earlier, but again, I don't know what it is. I'm just being honest. I didn't do it. So sunrise is not happening this morning, but I feel like that is a good point to bring up of like, sometimes your body needs a little bit more rest and it's thunderstorming, or I don't know. Like I used to get a little bit caught up on those of, obviously I'm filming a video and I had the stuff I wanted to get done. So if I didn't do that one thing I wanted to do, then the whole day is wasted. And it's like, literally it's not. That was at 6 a.m. and you didn't even have to do that. So anyway, no big deal. I'm up now, and I have a friend who had been like texting me about going for a run together. I've gone for probably like 3 runs, so I'm definitely not a runner, but trying to do like 1 mile and get a good pace going and feel comfortable doing that. So what I think I'm gonna do is make my grocery list now and bring like my grocery bags and everything, go on a run with her, and then go to the grocery store and then come home. So I need to eat a little something this morning just so that I'm not like nauseous hungry, but I'm not very hungry when I first wake up, so it's more just enough to like keep something on my stomach so I don't feel sick. So on the wants of watching sunrise, I'm just gonna squiggle that one out, but we can immediately get to drinking lots of water. And of course, last night when I was going to bed, I thought of a few more things, and one of them is shipping out a package to my Grammy of stuff that she left here. I don't know why that is crippling to me to go to the post office and like write out the address and ship something out, but I was supposed to ship it out last week, then I was gonna ship it out Monday, and now we're at today, so it just needs to get done. All right. I just got to the little trail that we're gonna run at, and every single time I'm like about to do a workout or move my body, I don't want to, but then every time after, I'm grateful that I do. And I switch up my workouts a lot. I do Pilates, I do yoga, I do, I guess, a random run. I'm not really gonna call this a consistent thing because it's been quite new and not consistent. I went to an adult gymnastics class the other day, which that was very random and something I had wanted to do for a long time. But regardless, any time that I'm moving my body, every time after, I'm like, yes, I want to get into a routine. I want to do this more. So I try to remember that feeling going into something where I'm like, you just got to do it. You just got to like make yourself go and do it, and you'll be so thankful, because I feel like our bodies, we really were just made to stretch our brains with new hobbies and reading and all of those things, and stretch our bodies to like run faster and have good cardio and be flexible, and all of that stuff like makes you a better person for a longer portion of your life. So it's good to have those kind of mindsets. And for speaking of getting out of a slump or getting your life together, it definitely, like whatever those endorphins do, you do a workout and the rest of your day, you're like, oh, okay, I can eat and cook a healthier meal at home. I can get done these projects that I wanted to do because I've already done a hard thing. Like, it is so good to make yourself do hard things when you don't want to do them. And I feel like that is something that I've really tried to make a principle in my life, is to do it when you don't want to do it. And your reward will just be that you have perseverance and that you're very good at accomplishing things. So all of that little rant to say, I am drinking my, like, I always have 2 beverages, at least water and something else, but I'm drinking this clear protein. I was gonna do an energy drink, but I really just wanted like my yummy good coffee when I get home, and I don't want to have too much caffeine, so hopefully this is fine. But honestly, while I wait for her to get here, I might start on my grocery list so that once I'm done, I'm ready to just like hit the ground running. That's the phrase. Hit the ground running. The one I was trying to think of last night that I couldn't think of at all. Wow. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Yeah, because it's like as soon as your toes touch the ground, you run. There we go. See, you wake up early and you get a workout in, but not even yet, and suddenly your brain is thinking of things. What did I say? I knew right after I would be so happy and thankful that I did that, and guess what I feel. So now it's time to finalize my grocery list, and I think I'm going to go to Trader Joe's, which is a little bit of a miss because that means I will just have to go to Publix next, because Trader Joe's has like the best stuff, but they don't have everything. So we're just gonna, you know, if we're getting stuff done, we're gonna get it done the right way, and we'll go to Trader Joe's first because I'll save a lot more money getting stuff there if I can find it, and then if I just get it all at Publix. already feel so good this morning because I got up early, I got my workout in, I went grocery shopping, I prepared even my little blueberry syrup for my coffee because I was like, that would be nice to have it already prepped and ready to go for when I get out of my shower. And I had a little breakfast, so I'm trying to decide if I want to like make another breakfast, which is going to take me a long time, or maybe just do a coffee and then an early lunch and then kind of go like more protein in that and everything. Unfortunately, I have been putting off taking an everything shower. Look at my hair. I'm not opposed to washing it frequently, but especially in the summer, it's like I'm going in the pool, then I'm going in the ocean, and it feels like I have to do a hair wash every day. So sometimes I try to do like some days in between or just give my hair like a little bit of a break. Also, another thing I used to be really good at was doing like scalp treatments or deep conditioners before washing my hair. And now I just don't do that anymore. So it's always good when it's like, oh, okay, I'm doing some hair treatment. My hair needs to be washed so bad. And I need to shave. Normally I shower at night, but sometimes it does make you feel good if you've worked out, especially to just hop in the shower and get clean and like started on your day. I have a lot of work stuff that I'm trying to get done before I go and babysit, I think at like 12:30. So I figured that if I got these kind of like more just chore and household things done in the morning, then I can log on to work for a few hours, get some things edited and posted, and then I can head over to babysit. Also, showering in our new bathroom and our new shower is just quite the luxurious experience. So I'm actually looking forward to this a lot. And done with my shower. I don't know where any of my hair towels are right now, so I'm just using the big towel, and then I have my cozy jerk robe, which I've had my eye on their new like striped pink one that is so cute, but I don't need it. I'm gonna do my skincare, body care, lotion. That is a big one. If you put things off, it is probably lotioning your body after a shower, because I don't know why, it's just the worst, but we are here to get things done, and so that will be one of them. Time to check in on the to-do list. So, things that I have done: a workout, check; grocery shop, grocery list, started laundry. See, this is why I feel like I need to write everything down, because I'm like, made a little coffee. Honestly, I'm putting that on this side. Make yummy coffee. So then I can feel even more productive. But I did an everything shower, made a yummy coffee. So on my want side, I just have to read and then drink lots of water. I think I've drank like every beverage but water, so I need to do that. And then make a yummy meal. And then on my need to do side, I still have to ship out the package I need to, go and babysit, and then all of the work things that I have to get on. So that is a good motivation that I've had a good morning so far, and we can do hard things. So I'm gonna take my coffee and go get the iPad and then sit and get a lot of that done. Well, what's a productive day if you don't lose track of time because you're doing good things? So I got caught up working and had to come babysit at like 12:15. So I looked at the clock, it's noon, and I was like, frick. So now I don't have time to make lunch and I need to go rush and get there. So I picked up some Chick-fil-A and then I'm here to babysit now, which he is asleep. So it's totally fine. I can eat and finish up on some of those work things that I was getting to. But yeah, it's so fun. And every time I babysit, I'm like thrown back to me at 15 years old because this was my job. I was a part-time nanny like all through high school because I was homeschooled. So I like had the time and flexible hours. So like as I was saving up for my first car because I had to buy that, and then I nannied like different times, babysat since I was younger. So it's weird because it's like now I just do for my friends' kids, and obviously I'm like, no, I'll just come watch your babies, especially if you don't have family near and like need someone too. So anyway, Raina's going to go get her haircut and I'm over here, but it's so nice when they're napping because it's like, oh, I'm just chilling over here. I can eat my food, watch TV. Suddenly I'm a teenager again. Guess who's awake? Oh, Coda's awake. Can you say hi? He does have little blueberries for eyes. Oh my gosh. This is how to get out of a slump, is to go see your favorite people. And
this is bound to cheer you up when the weather's bad.
Literally, how to be productive.
Islet's not cheering you up?
Because she's feeling lazy. She's not ready for how to get out of a slump.
Rawr.
All right, so right now I'm getting to hang out with Rachel. You haven't been in the vlogs in so long. They might not even know who you are.
A returning character?
Yeah, reoccurring character.
No, I'm a I've returned.
She's returned
after a long time. I've seen all the comments from you guys. Where's Rachel? We don't like this without Rachel. Josh doesn't like editing without Rachel, so I'm back. Yeah.
She's back and better than ever.
Yeah.
But we're hanging out. She brought her baby over, so it's baby play date. Rachel is convinced that I'm pregnant, even though I'm not. I'm like, didn't you just see me on a water slide and doing gymnastics?
Didn't you see me playing pickleball the night before I gave birth?
The last thing that I'm gonna be doing to get myself and my life back together is making a home-cooked meal, because I found that anytime I'm eating out a lot, I just feel all out of sorts. And also, just to reference, all of these things are totally fine. I'm more just thinking, like, what are those things to do to make you get out of the little slump that you've been in? And I feel like these things help me. Obviously, we eat out frequently too and kind of go through all of that. But when I'm intentionally making home-cooked meals at home, I feel so much better. So anyways, this has been one of my favorites. I feel like Josh and I hyperfixate on meals sometimes. And I've only made this one once, but it was a hit, and it is Thai chili chicken wraps, and they're like in the little buttered lettuce. I'll make sure to show you guys the after when I'm done, because they look amazing, like a restaurant. I don't know, it looks like a fun restaurant appetizer, and I just love the flavor in them. They're so flavorful. So I'm very excited to be making those tonight for dinner. And it has a lot of little veggies in it. It has good sauces, it has a protein, and it's gluten-free. So it might be dairy-free too. I didn't even think of that or do that on purpose, but kind of a great meal for allergies. So I think you do have to use gluten-free soy sauce if you do. But anyway, all of that to say, I'm excited to be making this meal because it's one of our favorites. And I can link the recipe in the description if you're wanting to make it at home. Every time I chop onions, my eyes water, so I'm hoping that somehow I'll be stronger today and it won't look like I've just been crying. Nope, there comes the tears. Really good. The laundry is done and dinner is done. I got all of my work things done. I got honestly a decent way into my list of getting back into the swing of things and getting my life together. I mean, my bed is made, skincare, workout. I feel like this was a very good day. And all of those things, yes, it did take me all day, but if I do them little by little and I don't let my laundry get bad, or I do all of that, then, you know, it's not gonna pile up all into one day. So now I'm going to put this laundry away, which I am dreading. And then our church is having a little service tonight, so I think I might go to that. And tonight I will read my book, so I will check off that last little thing. But yeah, I'll come back when I have my little book to read and my last little bit of getting my life together. I'm back home now. I just put on a little lip mask thing that hopefully will make my lips nice in the morning. But I'm doing that final thing, and it's reading my book. I'm reading The Midnight Feast by Lucy Foley right now. And I'm gonna be honest, this book was kind of hyped up, and I'm on page 130, and it hasn't totally picked up yet, a little bit, but not as much as I would like. So I will keep you updated if I like this one, but I am excited to get more into it, and I feel so cozy. Thanks for spending the day with me, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. I will see you next week.